The miracle of Lazarus, understanding Jesus' divine power. Welcome to this exploration of one of the most profound miracles performed by Jesus Christ, the raising of Lazarus from the dead. Situated within the Gospel of John, this narrative is encapsulated in the powerful command, "Lazarus, come forth," John 11:43. Today, we will delve into the why behind this miracle, examining its significance, implications, and impact on faith and theology. Our journey begins in the village of Bethany, where Lazarus has fallen seriously ill. Lazarus, along with his sisters Mary and Martha, are deeply loved by Jesus. Yet, upon hearing of Lazarus' illness, Jesus curiously delays his visit, allowing 2 additional days to pass. This delay sets the stage for a miracle that would transcend time and space, a clear demonstration of divine purpose and timing. By the time Jesus arrives, Lazarus has been dead for 4 days, intensifying the miracle's revelation of power over death. Upon his arrival, Jesus encounters the grief-stricken sisters. Martha, first to greet him, expresses both her sorrow and faith, believing that if Jesus had been there, her brother might not have died. Jesus comforts her with the declaration, "I am the resurrection and the life." This statement is pivotal as it is intertwined with the miracle about to unfold, illustrating that life, even beyond death, belongs solely to him. The raising of Lazarus is not just an isolated spectacle of supernatural abilities, but a profound testament to Jesus' divine authority over life and death. By commanding Lazarus back to life, Jesus validates his identity as the Son of God. This miracle goes beyond reaffirming his connection to the divine. It exemplifies his authority over natural laws, showing his mastery over the boundary traditionally considered ultimate and inflexible, death itself. Demonstrating power over death heralds another crucial aspect of the miracle, the foreshadowing of Jesus' own resurrection. In preparing his followers for his impending crucifixion and subsequent resurrection, Jesus provides this illustrative miracle, casting light on the promise of eternal life. Beyond the physical raising of Lazarus, the miracle intends to deepen and solidify the faith of those who witness it. This act does not exist in a vacuum, but builds the foundation for an often tested but resilient belief in Jesus' words. "I am the resurrection and the life" is not just rhetoric. It is about promises kept and reality manifested. The followers of Christ are thus presented with a living, breathing testament to what Jesus preaches. The community's witnessing of Lazarus emerging from the tomb serves as a visual representation of the resurrection hope promised to believers. It reassures them of a future where death is not the end, but rather a milestone in their spiritual journey. Through witnessing this miracle, belief is transformed from abstract spiritual dogma into undeniable truth. In a prophetic sense, raising Lazarus prefigures Jesus' own death and resurrection. His words to Martha, which affirm his identity as the resurrection and the life, pave the way for understanding his crucifixion and rising from the dead. By showcasing his mastery over death's grip, Jesus prepares his disciples emotionally and spiritually for the upcoming events that will define Christian faith. This miracle acts as a rehearsal, a preparatory stage that educates and assures his followers. It underscores the notion that resurrection is an integral part of Jesus' mission on earth and a core tenet of his message. The resurrection of Lazarus acts as a physical demonstration of the promise that Jesus would conquer death, a cornerstone in Christian theology and eschatological expectations. Witnessing Lazarus' return to life transforms those who see it, reshaping their understanding of life, death, and divine power. The miracle instills a renewed confidence in Jesus' promises and reinforces his authority over the mortal realm. This illuminated understanding aids in fortifying their beliefs amid adversity. Moreover, the miracle offers practical transformation by influencing the spiritual paths and decisions of individual followers. It harnesses a communal sense of shared belief and experience, translating into profound, personal religious conversions and reaffirmations. At its heart, the raising of Lazarus illustrates the promise of eternal life, offering more than just immediate relief from grief. It provides reassurance that through Jesus, death does not hold ultimate sway. The visible erasure of death's finality through Lazarus emerges as not only a promise available then, but as a message transcending time, a promise that Jesus extends to all believers. In Christian theology, this event prefigures the larger narrative of salvation, where life triumphs and mortality's grip is broken. As the audience views Lazarus staggering from his tomb, they are provided with a testament of hope, an everlasting assurance rendered through Jesus' life-giving power. This miracle stands as a testament to Christian doctrines concerning the resurrection and eternal life. Lazarus' revival reinforces the belief that Jesus' power and promises extend beyond this world, a fundamental assertion of Christian theology that accompanies believers throughout their lives. Raising Lazarus serves to amplify faith in the cornerstone doctrine of resurrection, which forms the bedrock of Christian belief systems. As such, it continues to influence Christian liturgy, thought, and expression in contemporary faith practices. The symbolism inherent in Lazarus' emergence from the tomb serves as a powerful representation of life's victory over death. It embodies the Christian struggle between corporeal limitation and spiritual eternity, a visual metaphor demonstrating transformation facilitated by divine intervention. This act also accentuates duality, the spiritual versus the physical, illustrating how spiritual life triumphs over earthly constraints. As Lazarus walks out from the shadows, it communicates how, through Jesus, believers are invited into light and new beginnings. The raising of Lazarus offers a narrative of hope and assurance for humanity. At a time where death brings despair and uncertainty, this act reaffirms that through Jesus, sorrow can transform into joy, temporary adversity into everlasting peace. His act vanquishes death's sting, providing not only a theological point, but also profound emotional solace. This assurance is extended not just to those present, but to all who read and reflect upon this miracle throughout history. It serves as an eternal reminder that Jesus' promises are not confined to history, but occupy an ever-living presence among the faithful. Through raising Lazarus, Jesus delivers an undeniable affirmation of his divine nature. It extends beyond symbolic action. It substantiates his claims of divinity with demonstrable proof, thus challenging and dismissing skepticism regarding his spiritual authority. Encouraging continued faith, this testament to divinity becomes a call to the faithful. It is a message meant to transcend Jesus' time on earth and offer believers a tangible connection to his mission and identity. The miracle's consequence is significant, not merely for those immediately impacted, but for the unfolding events leading to Jesus' crucifixion. It heightens the tension between Jesus and the religious leaders, eventually prompting them to plot against him. This escalation is not merely political, but deeply spiritual, marking a step towards fulfillment of his sacrificial mission. The ramifications of escalating tensions underscore a divine paradox, how a display of ultimate life-giving power can incite fear and resolve to preserve existing religious order. This miracle reveals the complex interplay of Jesus' humanity and divinity. When Jesus weeps at Lazarus' tomb, he displays profound empathy, a depth of human emotion reflecting his understanding and shared experience of human grief and love. Yet amid this humanity, his divine authority emerges unequivocally, when he commands Lazarus forth. This duality allows believers to see Jesus as both empathetic and supreme, understanding the full spectrum of existence while wielding unparalleled divine power. As with many of Jesus' miracles, the raising of Lazarus presents an interplay between belief and doubt. Witnesses are forced to confront their existing convictions, doubts, and understanding of what is possible. Onlookers' varied reactions demonstrate human proclivity to oscillate between skepticism and faith. While some onlookers embrace Jesus' power, others remain skeptical, representing the broader tension between belief and disbelief that accompanies religious experience. For contemporary believers, the miracle functions as a call to action. It encourages maintaining a resilient faith in the face of doubt and fear, asking individuals to not merely witness, but actively engage in belief. This ancient narrative calls for reflection on personal faith, asking believers to consider how this miracle might inform their lives and encourage deeper engagement with spiritual practices. Lazarus' story addresses the often taboo subjects of death and mortality, offering solace that transcends the temporal realm. It invites viewers to confront these realities with Jesus' promise of spiritual liberation and eternal life. By confronting the reality of death, Jesus offers profound solace, suggesting that through faith, believers are invited to see beyond mortal constraints to the infinity of spiritual life. The story's symbolism lies in striking balance between life and death, illustrating how faith can transition believers from darkness to light. Lazarus' revival serves as a metaphor for rebirth, reflective of the spiritual journey from disbelief to faith, from death to life. This duality underscores central Christian teachings about renewal through faith in Jesus, inviting believers to journey towards spiritual enlightenment. Cultural and historical contexts add depth to the miracle's understanding. Jewish burial practices and customs of the time underline the significance of Lazarus being dead for 4 days, emphasizing the miraculous nature of the event. Historical perspective aids in appreciating the full impact of Jesus' actions, presenting them not only as divine acts, but as events deeply intertwined with the cultural milieu of the time. The narrative approach in the Gospel offers storytelling that vividly captures the emotional charge and transformative nature of the miracle. Through this storytelling, readers are provided a rich tapestry combining historical, emotional, and spiritual elements that evoke deep resonance. Such techniques allow the miracle to transcend text, reaching hearts and minds through vivid imagery and robust emotional engagement. While rooted in ancient texts, the miracle's implications stretch beyond its initial telling, offering guidance and hope applicable in varied contexts. It reassures today's believers, nurturing their faith and demonstrating continuity across ages. Relevance lies in universal themes of love, loss, faith, and redemption. Themes that transcend specific historical contexts to address fundamental aspects of human experience. This narrative invites reflection on personal beliefs, urging followers to engage thoughtfully with its material and consider their positions on faith, hope, and resurrection. Encouraging active reflection facilitates growth and deepens understanding of the spiritual journey. By contemplating the miracle, individuals are invited to reflect upon their relationship with these themes, fostering inner exploration and external connection to community teachings. In closing, the raising of Lazarus from the dead is more than a miraculous event. It is a profound reflection on Jesus' life, love, and divine nature. By delving into this miracle, we gain greater insight into the fundamental assurances Jesus provides: eternal life, victory over death, and the promise of resurrection. By reflecting on the impact of his words and actions, we are encouraged to deepen our faith, finding strength and reassurance in His enduring presence. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of one of Jesus' most significant miracles. If you found this analysis insightful, we encourage you to subscribe and continue exploring more stories and teachings from the Bible that offer timeless wisdom and profound insights into the nature of faith and the divine. We hope you engage with these teachings, embracing the promise of life, hope, and renewal offered through Jesus Christ.